Smallpox. Smallpox is a deadly contagious disease that has affected humans for years. There is no cure or treatment for smallpox, but there is a vaccine that can prevent the smallpox. Edward Jenner was the one who made the first ever vaccination against an infectious disease. Symptoms include fever, skin rash, fatigue, headache, back pain, and maybe some vomiting and discomfort. Symptoms start out flu-like, and then you'll see the rash that begins on the face first, such as the mouth and the tongue. And then it will get on hands and forearms and later on the trunk. Once you have the rash, the vaccine can no longer protect you. Causes of the smallpox. It's an infection with the Varroa virus. Smallpox is transmitted by directly person to person through the air, such as coughing, sneezing, or talking. It can be transmitted by secondhand from an infected person that spreads farther, such as through the ventilating systems in a building. Or it could be transmitted by contaminated items, such as if something is left open or if somebody touches something that has been contaminated by an affected person. Spreading of the smallpox. This is going in a little bit more detail about how it is being transmitted. So, blood products. That can be spreaded by unclean needles or unscreened blood. Airborne respiratory, such as coughing or sneezing. Skin-to-skin contact, handshakes, hugs, even leaning up against somebody skin-to-skin. The next one of spreading is saliva, and that would be by kissing someone or sharing a drink with somebody that's been affected of it. Outbreak of smallpox. It was destroyed worldwide by 1980, and in fact, May 8th, 1980 was declared world free of smallpox. Thanks to vaccines, there are no cases of naturally occurring smallpox since 1977. The last natural outbreak in the United States was in 1949. People that were affected. There was 20 and 60% that were affected died from the smallpox, and over 80% were children that were infected. During the 20th century, it is estimated that smallpox killed 300 to 500 million people. In early 1950s, it was estimated 50 million cases of smallpox that occurred each year. Survivors that have survived from it being infected with smallpox will have permanent scars on their body. And death, it usually occurred 10 to 16 days after the symptoms appeared. This is a chart that I found interesting. It's the deaths from smallpox per 1,000 population. This chart was found on University of Oxford. Article was Our World in Data. And this gives us some of how many people were affected in these different places. This is another chart that I found. This is a number of reported smallpox cases. This shows you the United States only had that many in the green, not very many. Now over here you've got in the dark red, burgundy kind of, you had China, which had 50,575 cases. You have India that had 157 and 487 cases. And you have Indonesia that had 99,016 cases. These are a few pictures of some people that have had smallpox. We've got a child on the left and then an adult male on the right. This is also some pictures of what smallpox looks like on hands and feet.